Welcome to Sweetwater Distilling Australia. I'm Paul, and it's Christmas Day 2024. Another week and another year. But anyway, I just thought I'd catch up with everybody. I'm actually running my first official distillation through my still today. It's a bourbon I've had on the percolate for a week and a bit. So it's just starting to warm up now. I can hear it crackling away. So in the meantime, while the temperature's building up, I'll just double check on it what it is now. And it's not really anywhere at the present time, so I just move that over there. Yeah, so I just thought I'd say hello to everybody, a Merry Christmas. And while I'm here, I'll just let you see the, of course on the last video, you would have seen the charcoal filter. Now just getting down here. Now I had a litre of water in there, and I'm just going to drain this out, and I'll run a fresh litre or so through it. That's coming out crystal clear, that water. That was basically just to help hydrate the charcoal, and I'll just let that run while we're having a bit of a chit chat. Yeah, so I'll take you through the process today. I don't normally edit a lot of my videos. I sort of go from woe to go. What's the point, you know? If I make a fumble, I make a fumble. That's just the way it is, you know. I'm a silly old goat, an old coot, an old one of them. Anyway, yeah. So I'll just wait till the temp gets up, and then I'll crack the cooling system into action, and we'll take it from there. So, well. That was an excruciating 20 minutes. We've finally made it to 80 Celsius, and that about 160, 70, about 170. About 170 in Fahrenheit. So this stripping run should, I've got it on full power, so it should start to release a bit of liquid through the system down here into the catchment jar. Just here, I've got a torch here. Another project will be extra lighting down here, of course, in the lab. Anywho, the pipe's getting warm up here. I put a bit of lagging on top of that pipe up there. It's probably, well, it's not helping with the cooling, but it was stopping me from burning my arms when I had it sitting over here on the workbench. So. But I'm going to be replacing this pipe work, excuse me, with some proper copper pipe. And so sometime 2025, if I play my cards right and suck up to the missus, I might be able to upgrade my still. Fingers crossed. Anyway, I haven't got the water running yet. But as soon as I start getting any precipitation from the condenser, I'll hit the water. So that should probably be about 10 minutes away. So the drips started. So here we go. Just check the temperature, about 90 degrees Celsius, about 190 Fahrenheit-ish. around that temp. But yeah, so I've just got it cranked up to full blast. This the heater I've got here is excuse me, I'm just going to shift that around just a tad. The heater's just a cheap $50 heater off Amazon, I think it is. Like I said, you know, I'm putting this together with bits and pieces, and as I go I'll be replacing what I have with what I want. So like the old saying is, you know, you have a want list and you have a need list, and my need list is always longer than my want list, and my want list goes last. So I'm sneaking up on it, but anyway, got to have a cold cup. It's bloody hot here. Oh yeah. Oh, got to show you something. My son-in-law made this for me. It's a bit of a shadow on there, but that is on Perspex, and he's got a laser engraving machine that he does work. He can do it on wood and Triflex and everything, and he made that for me for Christmas, and a sticker, a little sticker there, just one of them 3M things, and just cut it out, as you can see. Now he's made a couple of changes to the graphics, but this is the trial run. I've got down the bottom, it'll have the established 2024, and then just under there Australia, because in I think in the US some people over there have called themselves Sweetwater, so just to distinguish my channel, as it were. But anywho, I'll be looking forward to getting a few of those, and you know, having a sticker party. But anyway, I've got a constant run coming out of here now. Let's go and have a little squiz. I'll bring the Bo Peep over, and if you can see in here, well, maybe I'll get it down that way. There is a steady flow going in there. Now this is just a pretty basic rum, ton of sugar, and molasses and what have you. But what I did do was I got a quite a large bag. I think it was probably about I don't know, well, maybe not half a bag, yeah, half a kilo, 500 grams, which is about a pound, or a little bit over a pound, of coconut flakes, and I left that in the brew as well. Now I did notice when I separated the solids before starting the still that the liquid was very oily. I did have a film on top, but it had a sweet, not that sweet smell that you get from the molasses. You could really tell, not so much coconut, but there was just a nice little note coming out of it. So I hope that I get something out of it. I was going to use the thumper. That's that little job that you get with those, with the Vivor or Vivor still, and I thought, because I don't normally use it. I don't normally use this. It just sort of sits around and just gathers dust and crap. But I thought maybe I might try. I would like to try some spices or something in there, or something like that, or maybe some mint or something. Now I remember a comment that I think Jesse over at Stillet in New Zealand made a comment that to use mint as in the dried form. He did make a mention that it came out, he sort of had like, you know, like he grabbed a handful of sticks off the ground and started munching on them taste. But if you're using fresh herbs and what have you, or whatever, they tend to that you had to brown off and spoil very quickly. I presume in here, so I'm not too sure whether I'm going to get a nice flavour out of it, or I'll get a nice flavour like up front, but quickly tastes like I don't know, lawnmower clippings, I suppose. I'm not too sure, but experiment time. That's what we're here for. Experiment, practice. You know, doctors practice. They never get it right. That's why they use you as a subject. So yeah. Anyway, we'll get there. I do have my my corn mash down here. Now, I did make a comment in the last video, and I do apologise to Still in the Clear in the States. I referred to his recipe for the, it's more like a moonshine bourbon version. You know, it's like he said, moonshiners don't stick by the rules, and I don't really care either. You know, I make it and it tastes good, well, why not? If it doesn't, try again. Yeah, so shout out to Still in the Clear, and apologies to George over at Barley and Hops in the or Barley and Hops Brewing in the US. No, he's doesn't seem to be around anymore. I'm not too sure what's happened there. I hope he's, you know, healthy and just having a bit of a break or something like that. But anywho, you know, there's a lot of people out there that have got some really good knowledge of the stuff they do. You know, I'm a novice. I've only been doing this for 6 months. God, those guys have been doing it for years. Look, Jesse, he's been doing it since God was a boy. And George and all the other crew out there that are pumping out the quality products and things like that. I'm here to basically follow their lead. I'm looking to learn, and you know, like I said before, I'm 67. I'll be 68 in a couple of months, 6 months, and you know, I've got to do something at home. You know, I like fiddling with my little projects and things like that. I'll let this stop dribbling, and we'll let this dribble on, run for a little while, and I'll come back once I get a decent swab out of it. I'll just run a hydro on it. I don't normally do that with the stripping run, but I'm just curious to see what I got out of my version, because my version's not of the recipes that I get from other people, because I've got to cut it down. I've only got a 19 litre still, and a 17 litre fermentation bucket. So these buckets I've recycled, cleaned the crap out of them, and recycled them out of, you know, different products and what have you. But I've been checking out the price of some new fermentation buckets and things like that. And of course, Australia is one of the most expensive countries in the world. I mean, shit, to go and buy a plastic bucket with a lid on it so you can stick a bubbler in the top of it, like $40. Well, you know, if I'm going to spend $40, you know, I can't even buy a bottle of drink for $40. I'll just show you something. Jim Beam. That is a 700ml bottle, and that is $54 Australian. It's not funny. We're getting 67 cents to the US dollar. Now, every time I've been to the States, I could get Jim Beam for, you know, $25 or something like that. You could get some cheap off the shelf stuff. Like, I even went to a CVS and I got a gallon of vodka and it cost me like $11. And when I was a cigarette smoker years ago, I bought cigarettes. I think it was like $3.50 a packet. A packet of 20 cigarettes now will cost you about minimum $40 for one packet. So, you know, you can see people, you know, you got a couple, husband and wife, you know, wife and wife, husband and husband, whatever the couples are, if they're both smokers, you're talking $80 a day. the government is just going to tax and tax and tax until there's nothing left. They even put an alco tax out. Just 1 second. Oh well, that was one of the outlaws on the phone. Wanted to have a chat for Christmas, so anyway, sorry about that. But anyway, during that time, which was about 5 minutes or so, we picked up, that's a 3 litre jug, so I'd say there's probably about a litre in there at the moment, and probably a couple of 100 mil in the other vessel that's coming up down here, as you can see, just over here. And yeah, so I just had a little bit of a sniff test, and of course don't forget it's the stripping run, and oh Jesus, maybe I got, oh God, oh I think I just burnt the nostrils out. I mean nostrils, but the air out. Oh freak. Oh well, okay, I won't do that again. Wash it down with something. That was pretty violent. Well, I'm sure that there's some sweet water in there. Anyway, I forgot what I was talking about before. It was probably the cost of everything here in Australia. I mean, I think I got to that. The government here in Australia brought in what they called an alco-pop tax some years back, and that was, they increased the tax on the alcohol tax on premixed drinks, you know, drinks and all that sort of stuff. They wanted to stop the young people from consuming these party drinks and things like that. Well, you know, the government's not stupid. They knew that the kids were going to go straight for the, you know, the big stuff. Get a 2 litre Coke, you know, a crowd pleaser, and a bottle of that, or just a bottle of that. Cheaper than paying all that extra tax on the party booze. And they just thought, well, we're going to keep the tax anyway. Never took the tax off, and it's like everything else. Everybody gets used to the cost of whatever it is and continue on. Like I said with the smokes, people out there struggling. The homeless rate here in Australia has just gone through the roof, but they're still smoking. Smokes are very important. You know, they were to me when I was a smoker, but my heart disease sorted that out real quick, and you know, I saved myself back then. It was probably about $25 a day or something like that. But my wife was smoking too. We gave up. We gave up for a long time, years ago, and we used the money and went on a cruise around the Pacific, all the islands in the Pacific. Came home, and then about 10 years later started smoking again for about another 5 years or so. And then, you know, the old chicker said, no, that's enough. Give them away. So, yeah, got rid of the fags. Cigarettes, I should say. Somebody stole that name from us. I used to love that name. These me fags. Everybody knew what you were talking about. Anyway, yeah, so the brew that I've got going, I will come back with a another update video on this one. I'll just let the stripping run go. I'll do a final run on that one tomorrow. I'll run it through the through my new charcoal filter, and yeah, take it from there, see what happens. So everybody, have a great Christmas. If you're just stepping into Christmas somewhere around the world right now, have a great day. Stay frosty. Cheers.